So you're hyped now, right? But you're asking, where do I learn this stuff without going broke? Well, let me drop the guide as to how you can learn about trades and actual skills in this economy. This is part three. First of all, there are community colleges and technical colleges. Remember the AAS I spoke about in parts one and two? That's the Associates of Applied Science. Remember, that's not like an AA or an AS, which transfers well into a bachelor's degree, but it sends you after 2 years straight into your skill, straight into your profession and trade. So you can find these AAS programs through your local community college. They're cheap, they're legit, and they're close to home. Because remember, back about 75 years ago, the administration made sure that there were community colleges within 100 miles of every person in the United States. So use aacc.nche.edu to search schools nationwide. And then there are union apprenticeships. They pay you to learn. No joke. And then you can end up in the union and actually get paid somewhere near what you're worth. You can check out IBEW for electricians, or UA for plumbing and HVAC, or NABTU for multiple trades, and you graduate with skills and a paycheck. It's like a paid internship, but with a skilled trade. Then you have these paid workforce programs. For example, with Job Corps, obviously you want to skip that just for now because we don't know what's going to happen with it. But you can try career and technical education programs, otherwise known as CTE, through your city or your state, no matter where you live. For example, in New York City, which is where I live, there's Career Discovery NYC, or there's workforce centers. They are free, high quality, and often come with stipends. There's also training-focused nonprofit organizations. So you can look into Empower, which is where there's free IT and cyber training. You can look into Year Up, which you've probably heard of, where you can find professional internships plus training. Then there's Perscalis, where you can get IT and business ops skills. But you may also be worried about money, because for most of these, you actually have to pay for your tuition, just like if you went to college. Community college is the least expensive education you'll ever get, but you might still need cash. So remember fastweb.com, remember imagineamerica.org, remember bold.org. There are also state departments of labor, no matter what your state is. You can get your education paid for, especially now with all the limits on student loans. So look, this is your time. You're young, people still want to help you. You finished high school, and then it's like, what next? And if you don't want to do 4 years of a bachelor's degree, you can get marketable skills anyway. And don't assume you have to go deep in debt to make real money. There are paid training programs, as we just said, free resources and low-cost degrees waiting on you to show up and apply. You don't need to be rich. You need to be resourceful and consistent and focused. What's the alternative to not have skills in an economy like this? Education is out here, tools are out here, and opportunity is out here. So drop a classic building emoji if you want part four. Can you start a business in one of these trades, or do you always have to be working for someone else? Or how do you move from trade to college later on? See you then.